United States of America behind, guess who? Only one tomb get more visits. Can you guess who?
Oh.
No, can't guess.
Wow.
No name.
Michael Jackson?
No, that's a good one though. That's a start.
I know.
But no, Elvis.
Oh, Elvis Presley.
Yeah, Elvis and Graceland get more visits than Marie Laveau tomb. That's the only one.
Wow.
I feel things about that.
Now, if you look over on the right, they got a tomb that stick up in the sky. That is Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage. He did a movie in New Orleans. He fell in love with the culture. He said when he died, he wanted to be buried right here in the cemetery.
Oh my God.
If you look to the right, it's way in the back. It looked like a pyramid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Nicolas Cage fell in love with New Orleans. He adopted the culture. Nicolas Cage, the only person to come to New Orleans and go to jail for public drunkenness. You know how hard that is to go to jail for public drunkenness in New Orleans? You got to kind of go out your way.
You gotta make it bold.
All right, so we headed to. We're going to talk about some haunted places. The city is known for that because it's a very old city. A lot of people have lived and died in this city. In 1841, New Orleans had over 100,000 in population. It was the biggest city in the South by 4. The closest city in population was Charleston, with only 16,000. So a lot. We've been through a lot. The first place we're about to visit is called Charity Hospital. Charity Hospital is the second oldest hospital system in the nation, only behind Bellevue up in New York. Bellevue started in 1735. They opened up Charity in 1736. They've been around New Orleans forever. A lot of our family members. Jay, you have anybody who's going to Charity?
My great-grandmother, my mother, my grandmother,
Oh, wow.
and myself.
My brothers and my mama. My brothers was born there. Not my mom. My brothers was born there, and my sister. And I was born in Truro.
Called Charity Hospital, aka the City Zoo.
City.
The cities.
City Zoo, because at one point in time, you wasn't from New Orleans if you wasn't born in Charity Hospital.
Oh, okay.
Now, it been around, with the city, been around, went through a lot. We had a great flood. We had a fire in 1788 that destroyed 80% of the city of New Orleans. And Charity was the only hospital back then. Another fire in 1794 destroyed 50%. Same thing. Charity was the go-to hospital. We had a great flood. The last time the Mississippi River overflowed in 1927. A lot of people died. A lot of the victims were the Charity Hospital. And Hurricane Betsy was a devastating storm in New Orleans. Hurricane Camille, and they closed Charity down because of Hurricane Katrina. They never reopened again.
Oh, really?
Yep, 2005, the last time this hospital was functioning. They closed it down. A lot of people died. A lot of people trapped in the hospital. A lot of people didn't survive during Katrina. So they decided to close it, but they didn't tear down. They didn't tear down the building. But the worst thing happened at Charity Hospital. The worst disaster was the 1853 yellow fever epidemic. That year in New Orleans, over 10,000 people died in 1 year because of yellow fever. 10,000. A lot of the victims went to Charity. Even though it was a great epidemic, people still was flocking to the city because they knew they could come to New Orleans and gain great wealth. Oh, sorry, y'all. It's kind of bumpy. So they was coming. Even though it was a debt trap. New Orleans back then earned the name Necropolis, City of the Dead. Didn't stop people coming. In 1 month alone, 2,700 people went to Charity Hospital infected with yellow fever in 1 month, in the fall. Out of that 2,700, 2,300 of them died, succumbed to yellow fever. It was kind of like COVID. It was a thing around the city. People was afraid to claim their loved one's body because of yellow fever. They thought they could catch yellow fever. So they left them at the hospital. Now imagine Charity. Charity got all these people dying and nobody wanted to come get the bodies. So they decided to create their own cemetery. And that's why we have something today still in New Orleans called the Charity Hospital Cemetery. Now, that's a massive grave, but you won't find no headstones. You won't find no tombstones, no memorials. They just went down there. It was so massive, they just started putting people in the ground. Shallow burials. It was so bad that the grave digger and the priest could not keep up with the dead toll. And we're going there tonight. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, we ain't scared.
But before we go there, let's go see the building where it all happened at. Because this have to be one of the most haunted buildings in America. They've been through a lot, like I mentioned to you. And they're not tearing it down. Guess what they're doing now? They converting it into a LSU dental program. A couple other things they're doing with LG.
Oh, really?
Condominiums.
Condominiums.
I was just getting ready to say, don't say people gonna live there.
Absolutely.
All them
Never
dead
do it.
spirit, all them spirits.
Never do it.
Absolutely.
And guess what? They here. Take pictures. They come to the window. Now, I communicate with Marie Laveau all the time. Kalinda told me that the spirits inside this hospital are residential. They won't be following you. So they believe that this is their home. And now they finna put people on top of them.
I ain't gonna like that.
Bad idea.
That sound like the Nisha. That sound like the angel tree in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, Myrtle.
So this is,
Charles.
could be
Right.
possibly the most haunted building in America.
Here on the right.
On the right.